Hi everyone, today I'll be talking about coconut, the importance of coconut in Nigeria, what we use coconut for, and now the role that coconut play in our nutrition. But before I go into that, I'd like to show my full appreciation to all of you, my subscribers, for getting me to 20,000 subscribers. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you. You've been wonderful for me, for my channel, and for my entire family. I'm very grateful to you guys. So thank you so much for doing that. I'm grateful. I'm not going to be talking about coconut alone. I'll also be talking about in fact, should I say a very popular food in Nigeria, or the most popular food in Nigeria, which is our staple food, and that's what we call Garri. So this Garri is made from cassava, from different. I've made a video about how we made Garri in Nigeria. This Garri is very important, and now this Garri also represents different economic level in Nigeria. Like for example, now when we say the price of Garri has increased, what we are really saying is that the price of every food items has increased, because this Garri is the cheapest food that you can find in Nigeria. The cheapest food that the poorest should be able to afford to eat. When you see somebody eating this Garri with water, it's usually seen as a sign of poverty, that they have nothing to eat other than the Garri. So that's what I've been mixing it with my coconut. This is coconut water. When we were kids, there are two classes of fallacy in Nigeria. Let's say Nigerian, in my culture, which is Yoruba culture, we have fallacies that are usually said in order to correct or to put children in the right path. Like for example, now we have the fallacy that if you are eating your food at the doorway, that you not be belful. You will not be belful. That is a pure lie. And the essence, the reason for that fallacy is that our children, they don't stay at the doorway and be eating. Why? Because they can be easily bumped into. So that one is just to teach them a lesson, to make sure they don't do something bad. And the second one, which is the worst, is the fallacy that is said in my culture in order to cheat children. In order to cheat children, we have them. So this coconut water is one of them. Whenever the coconut is broken, everybody loves this coconut water. Then the adult, they will say, oh man, if any child should drink this coconut water, they'll become dull. Because we were in school back then, so we didn't want to become dull, so we just leave the water alone. Anytime I see coconut water back then, everybody would just leave. I don't want to become dull. So when I become adult, I get to know that is completely BS. That's about it. So now, today is going to be a very short videos, because I'm dedicating this video to my subscribers, most especially my patrons. Thank you very much, my patron, for supporting my channel. I'm very grateful to you guys. I can never thank you enough for your support. Thank you very much. Now this coconut, you all know meaning of coconut. You can see the picture here. Coconut, the fruit, every part of coconut is useful. I'm talking about the coconut husk, the coconut shell, and also the coconut meat itself. They're very useful. For example, the coconut husk can be used to make cocoa, for making threads, for making mats, for making rope. Can be used for that. The coconut shell can also be used for making utensils. But this of them all can also be used to make coconut milk. You might be thinking of all the produce that can come from coconut, the cheapest or the easiest one to make is the coconut milk. If you want to make coconut milk, just put this coconut in your blender with water, blend everything together to turn to coconut milk. Now, what are the kind of food that we use coconut to eat in Nigeria? All right. Number one, obviously we use coconut to eat roasted corn. Yes, we eat coconut along with roasted corn, and it makes the roasted corn to taste better in your mouth, and to taste less burnt. Whether you like it or not, since it's roasted corn is roasted, as you know that. So it usually tastes like a burnt. It usually gives something like a burnt taste. But when you eat it with the coconut, the burnt taste will be reduced, and now the flavor of the coconut blended with the roasted corn be more enjoyable. And another thing, food that we can use coconut to eat is bread. You can use coconut along with bread. I've eaten this a lot of times that I can't even count. And you have nothing to eat your bread with, and you see a coconut up there, just I'll take a coconut, crack it out, and use it to eat this bread. You will really enjoy it. Then the last but not the least, the most famous one is the using coconut to eat our garri. Like I said, I've talked about this garri. Garri is the poverty food of Nigeria. Yes, it's the only food in Nigeria that is seen as a food meant for the poor. Despite the fact that unfortunately the price of this garri is rising almost every day. It's rising almost every day. Now on Nigerian news, the governor, the Dr. Emefiele, that's the governor of Central Bank of Nigeria, is hiding around. We can be wondering who could be the governor of the Central Bank will be hiding for. From the news, is hiding from the EFCC, also hiding from the DSS. Can you imagine? CBN, the governor of Central Bank of Nigeria. It's unbelievable. All right. Some of you will be seeing this garri for the first time. So I want to put the water in the garri to enjoy. I'm not using much. So to enjoy the garri. So this is the garri. In fact, Mr. Mike has tasted this before. Yes, he knows. Though he has never eaten it with water before, but he has made it into a bar. And from what I understand, he didn't really enjoy it. And I can relate to that. Mostly I can relate to that. The reason, which I'm very sure, is the quality of the garri that they used to make the eba. Yes, I can relate to that. Because, the garri is made in Nigeria and now it's been exported to UK. And I'm very sure those who are exporting it to UK, they want to maximize their profit as a result, because they know that those Nigerians living over there, they have no choice. They can only buy what is exported to them, unlike Nigerians at home now. So I believe they usually export, not so good, not of high quality garri to them over there, because it's very, very scarce for them to get. So I believe that makes it now to be interesting to Mike. And I believe that if I should give him, if he has the opportunity to taste a very good, a well-made garri, I believe he's going to enjoy it. That's with the eba. All right. It is very, very soft now. Oh, so when you eat your garri like this, you may not actually enjoy it. Those are the ingredients that we used to add to it. We add sugar. Remember, there's no standard way of eating the garri. No standard way. The ingredient that you're going to use to eat the garri, it depends on how rich you are. So when you combine the garri with the coconuts, it's a match made in heaven. A match made in heaven. And now, I'm sorry for the background noise. This is Nigeria. It's a very noisy country. So please, you've been with me for the love that you have for me. You can see that my quality is not of high taste yet. So the background noise will still be there. Please, pardon me, please. You can hear the background noise there. It's even disturbing me too. Please, I know you guys are here because of the love you have for me. So keep being with me till I get a better place to be shooting my video. Thank you. So that's about the garri. So for the Westerners, I'd like you to try if you can get coconut. Then enjoy your coconut with bread. And for my next video, So for the video, I'd like you to describe what it tastes like to eat coconut with bread. You know, your bread is likely for your bread to be different from this one. So I'd like to, to read your experience, how your experience was like in enjoy the coconut. Because for me, I usually enjoy coconut and Garri. So that's what I'll be doing for this week. If you have any question, please let me know in the comment section below. Whatever comment you want to give, please let me know. To my patrons, thank you very much for supporting my channel. I'm very, very grateful to you guys. Your support means the world to me. Thank you so much. See you next time.